famous Allen Ginsberg quote. You know, this is basically saying all the people making all the laws, they don't know what they're doing. They've never smoked it. So how would they know?
It makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah. So that's why I come from Pittsfield. I'm down here in Concord.
Oh, awesome.
I wanted to smoke a joint with the lawmakers, loosen them up a little.
Yeah. Well, we already got some lawmakers smoking joints up there, so.
A lot of lawmakers are in favor.
Yeah, right.
I want to give them a break.
Yeah, cool, man. Are you a free stater?
Well, I'm kind of a libertarian, but
yeah.
I had a bad hip, and Obama got me a hip, and Dr. Fox put it in. Now I believe in health care for everybody. It happened to me. I needed help.
Oh, okay.
Even though I've given away in my life a lot, we've given away 19 free stone projects. 19. All through Northwood, Chichester, and Pittsfield. And then I needed a hip, and Obama got me a hip, and the white man put it in.
Nice.
Dr. Fox.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite the free stater I used to be.
Yeah, gotcha.
That's
okay.
what happened to me.
Cool, gotcha.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Thanks, buddy.
I like being able to do this and smoke a doobie.
Oh, definitely. That's what it's all about, man.
If we weren't in this country, I'd be in jail.
Right. Yeah.
The week before Forest I'll probably go that week.
I bet he's out of three. And if you got tongue served, I'm going to put it on there.
Anything's like table by table. That's something that we can. Hey man, I'm loving the cameras. I'm really.
I know, dude. This is great.
And so when I saw that,
it's very hard. I am a
and
person,
I don't watch the Rick in the mornings. Somebody showed me the episode.
Badgie's doing grand extra.
But my first thought was,
That's
it's
all
been
right
fucking
hanging
solid.
out at 420 rally on the State
Yes,
House.
Rick and Morty.
What are your thoughts?
I like finally found that on the internet
there's
because
plenty
I
of
missed
people
it
out. Like,
okay.
not a lot of us are here, but there are a lot more over there by
They're spread out. There's a little group of them over there too.
Yeah, you know, I'm liking all the super disobedience.
Yeah.
At the 420 over here. So.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
New Hampshire.
I'm going to be staying. I'm Matthew. Oh, Josh. It's nice to meet you.
Hello, Concord, New Hampshire. Welcome back to the annual 420 rally in beautiful Concord, New Hampshire. Isn't it a nice day today? Perfect day for this. Perfect day for a smoke. All right, I'm not going to take up too much of your time. We're going to go right along with the next speaker, Carla. Come on up, introduce yourself.
Yeah, Carla! Hi guys, thanks so much for coming out here in the name of liberty and personal responsibility. For those of you who do not know who I am the former president of the Free State Project, which is a movement to bring 20,000 reinforcements to New Hampshire to continue to expand and preserve the liberties we already find here. Last year, I ran for New Hampshire State Senate against a 10-term incumbent. I ran as a Republican on an open platform of legalizing marijuana, ending the drug war, and ending police militarization in our state. I lost.
You did well, though.
But 8,600 people voted for me, and I did not once hide from what my platform was or what my background is. I finished high school when I was 16 years old. I finished law school when I was 21 years old. That's a humble brag to tell you I am a very high-functioning stoner. I started smoking when I was 16 years old, and I've smoked regularly since then, and smoked about 10 minutes ago. Someone, Ian Freeman from Free Talk Live, I heard him speak on the radio about 10 years ago, and he said in the radio broadcast, where are the doctors and the lawyers and the other professionals who smoke pot? Why can't they come out, say they do it, say they can still keep a straight job, and not have to hide? We need to normalize normal behavior. So I have a confession to make. I'm originally from South Africa, and I started my law career there. And The first person I ever defended was a black guy who got busted for a matchbox filled with marijuana. Back in apartheid South Africa, much like they do here, they used marijuana laws to control people and ultimately to hurt them by putting them in cages. So what they taught me in law school was just plead out when you can. And that is a sentiment that has come to America, and too many people plead out. If 90% of people who pled out didn't, we would crash the legal system in this country. And a lot of that is because of the unjust drug wars that we suffer under. So this guy, I pled him out. And I felt really bad about it, and he was gonna get 6 months in jail. He was a man in his late 40s, he worked at a gas station. He obviously couldn't afford not to have a job. When the sentence came through, they immediately, of course, arrest you. And he said to me, so I have to go to jail right now? Right now for a matchbox full of marijuana? I haven't said goodbye to my family. They don't even know I was arrested. And I don't have my toothbrush. And that just really struck me, and it's always stayed with me, because that simple idea of you're gonna put me in jail for a plant, I didn't even know I don't have my toothbrush. So we need to change that. So I've had a pretty successful career. In part, I actually believe because I choose to self-medicate. I think the notion that a natural plant that feeds the receptors in our body can be made illegal by a bunch of squares, this just astounds me. And it astounds me further how long it's taken to just see a little bit of success. And we are seeing incremental success, but I don't think we're going far enough. What we need with medical marijuana is one more qualifying condition, and that condition is free will. But we also have to remember it's not just an issue about weed. This is actually an issue about personal liberty, about your actual freedom. So the state lied to us about reefer madness. I mean, it was a bold, terrible, destructive lie. But they're also lying to us about other things. They lied to you about the food pyramid. They told you things like bacon and eggs was bad for you. It's not. What's bad for you is the plastic food that the whole industry is based on now. They lied to us about forensics. It's a way they catch people for crimes. If you've seen Making a Murderer, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If they can't get a bad guy, they'll make one up. Do you know why? Because the police in this country is too large. There's too much of a standing army in this country with a force that sees you and me as the enemy, and that has to end. They lied to you about money creation. Do you wonder why you feel like you keep getting poorer and poorer? It's because you are. That's called inflation. It's a silent, secret tax. So if you do one thing after we smoke up in a few minutes, go home and figure out how money works. And then you can base some really smart decisions about your own future on that knowledge. But the greatest lie, I think they tell us, is that we need them at all, that they need to exist at all. We are so fortunate to be living in an era and a time, the first time in history, and in the future with the smartphones and the technology and the cryptocurrencies and the crypto systems like the blockchain, to set ourselves free, to eliminate ourselves from the cancer that is their money, and to truly live as free people. I really hope one day we think about the state as in the same way we thought about burning witches. I'm almost done here. A few other things you guys should think about is we have to, for the activists and the state reps who are here, we have to, at a minimum, get a homegrown provision. Because if I can't treat my pot plant like I would my tomato, am I free? No. I also stand here today on the steps of the State House here in Concord, New Hampshire, to ask our governor, Chris Sununu, to pardon all New Hampshire nonviolent drug offenders.
Yes.
And I ask him respectfully that he should end funding for Granite Hammer immediately. Together, we can all take a stand. It's about communicating our ideas. We need to keep the dialogue going, but honestly, we also need some good faith from their end to say, you know what? We want to have this dialogue, and the issues you're bringing up are legitimate. And I think starting to ask that we could grow our own plants seems like a good place to start. Thank you.
That was great. That was fantastic. Thanks, Carla. Alrighty, I think we might have a couple more people who want to speak. Again, come talk to me and we'll go get you on the list. Next up, we got Rick. Rick, come on up.
Thank you, Andrew. Thank you, New Hampshire. Thank you, Concord. Thank you, everybody that's here. It's been a long, hard, arduous battle for the last number of years. This is my 8th visit to the State House on 420. There are a number of people that aren't here that have passed on that I want to take a minute to and keep close. Linda Horan and Jade Chabadi were very staunch advocates of the medical program that we developed here in the state. And if we could just take a little moment of silence right now, just a little one for those people who have come before us and put the path down for us to lead with. So just take a minute of silence. All right, right on. Here we are. It's a new year, 2017 420 rally in New Hampshire. I'm stoked. Rick Naya, I'm the Executive Director of New Hampshire NORML and also the Executive Director of New Hampshire Cannabis Freedom Festival. I want to thank the House reps that are here, the senators, our governor as well. We're looking forward to a decriminalization bill that should be passing here in the next few days and weeks. I want to thank all the people who stand up and vote and help us bring common sense policy to New Hampshire. I remember when we started this with Rich, we would be down here with a bullhorn, and I got to be honest with you, I miss him right now. And we'd stand up here in the cold and the rain, and we'd hit that bullhorn, and there was only 10 or 20 of us out here. But we gave it our best. You know, we tried to bring a common sense message to people like these reps and others in the committees here and educate them with data and information that's science and facts, not lies. And as Carla said, there's nothing greater than liberty. And when you're lied to and you're educated, that doesn't feel very liberty. You don't feel it, you know, the vibes are off. So anyway, I'm really proud to help represent a lot of us here in the state with our festival. We've been doing a lot of concerts and educational things throughout the last number of months. Our festival this year is going to be bigger than ever, and we hope that all of you come. And in the next few weeks, months, and years, you'll find that the work that we're putting down now and have these last 10 years, we're this close to legalizing cannabis in the state of New Hampshire. I'm happy about that. It's been long and hard. I've lost my hair and gone gray. I've lost probably 60 pounds. And thousands upon thousands of hours that I've shared with Erica Goetler, with Joe LaChance, with Heather, so many. I can't even begin to tell you all the names of the people, but I take this personally. Eric O'Clair out here in the back, one of our greatest supporters. He's always on our page supporting us. And if it wasn't for all of you people out here today, there wouldn't be festivals, there wouldn't be any of this unity that we're bringing together. And I think when we all think about what liberty represents, it's the unity that we have together, that we can share together, and our voices are heard. Whether you don't think so today now, just know that when we go inside, that we battle for you, and we battle for all of us and those of us that came before and that will come after, and our children. Most importantly, our children, to leave a legacy that those of us that believe in the truth can overcome those that are uneducated, that we can educate them and vote people in with conscience, knowing that we're doing the right things for the future of the state of New Hampshire. And I, personally, I'm very proud to help represent all of you. Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to this year. God bless us all.
Thanks. Cool. All right. Whoa, 4:13. I know everyone's got their eye on the clock. All right. John, you want to say a few words and bring us up to 4:20? Yeah? Sweet.
How's it going, everyone? I just want to say thank you so much for Andrew giving me the chance to speak. New England Grassroots Institute for giving me a lot of education, bringing me a part of a great community. And thank you guys for being here. Just to give you a background, I started smoking when I was 12. Not the most noble thing in the world to start with. But all my life, everything was normal and everything was fine. One day when I was 18, I decided to quit smoking weed to get a better job, get a better pace of life. I started throwing up nonstop every morning. 6 months, going through medical trials trying to figure out what was going on. They found out that I had a brain growth, inoperable, dead center. Nothing they can do, it'll paralyze me or kill me if they touch it. Cannabis was the only thing that kept me going all those years. They theorized I had that for many years of my life, through concussions of football, probably running away from the police. But I stand before you now as a more mature person, taking this as a whole, not as an industry, but a passion. I don't support legalization. I support ending prohibition. Through our medical market, we are getting screwed, and we see cancer patients dying because they can't afford the proper treatment. I don't want 1,200 plants in my backyard to get the neighborhood high, though I could. I don't want it legal so I can smoke a joint in my driveway, though that'd be great. I want to end prohibition so we can treat cancer and eradicate sickness from this state. I'm thrilled you guys feel the same way I do. But believe me, through the work that we're doing, Rep. Dyer back there, Andrew, Mr. Vermiglio here, president of the 420 Foundation, we're taking steps to make this a reality. Rick Naya, really pushing us hard through the state. And one day we can turn this into a reality where a cancer patient isn't upcharged upwards of 900% just to make $1. We can get past this and we can treat people in a free market. Well, I want everyone to blaze up for 420, please. We have a drone up there. 416, people, let's get ready. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Happy 420.
Wow. All right, guys. Now's the time to dig around through your pockets, find the weed, get ready. It's coming up.
Without you, there's nothing. Nothing. Thank you for your support. Get ready to blaze it up, everybody. It's almost that time.
Live free or die, try it!
Right on! Glenn, you get
Gonna get all the reps out.
All day, night long. They know who I am. Right on.
It's 4:19.
1 more minute, not past
Let me use it all
my number one premiere, right here he is. Ready?
Yeah.
East side.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Smoke them if you got them. We smoke these in hopes that one day nobody gets arrested for smoking these.
Yeah.
420 round. Right on, man. Thank you guys. This is a nice turnout. Thank you, everybody, for taking time out of your day to come down and support New Hampshire advocates. It means a lot to us. You guys don't understand what this is. This is the beginning of an end, or is it the end of a beginning? It's a new beginning for a newer New Hampshire. That's what we're representing, a newer beginning for us. Everybody steps up here on these lawns and this property. Your voices are heard, believe me, man. You hear it in my voice, I take it to heart. I go down here, I'm not an elected official, I come from one. An ambassador of the United States. I ran away from politics, knowing damn well what it really meant. Knowing that the changes that really take place are here. This is where it happens with families and friends. This is where our message is taken to the streets. Grassroots are where it starts. Our foundations begin right here. I mean, look at these statues. Go inside this building and look at those paintings. We're making history. Every single year that we step forward, it's a history step. This year alone, so that everybody knows, is the first time in the state of New Hampshire's history that a company was granted a business license with the name cannabis in it. And it's our company, all of ours, New Hampshire Cannabis Freedom Festival. I'm very excited about that, to have a bank account, an IRS statement, all going into a foundation. I'm very, very proud of that. I'm shaken by it because I know we're cutting the edge in New Hampshire. You're looking at the people right now that are doing it. All of you are part of this history that we're making. And I'm stoked. It makes me proud. I get goosebumps all over knowing that every time I look at somebody in this crowd, every time I go down there and battle these squares, they call them squares, the Sudis, that I know that I'm capable to do that for us. And I'm proud to do it. And we do it with class and couth and dignity. I'm really very happy and proud to be a rep on our side of things. Maybe not a House rep, but for the citizens of New Hampshire, the New Hampshire Cannabis Freedom Festival represents you. And I'm here for all of you. And all of us that are up here are part of you. Thank you so much for coming out, man. I'm very proud of all of you. It's a blessing. Thank you, man. Thank you.